That's about as wild of a game as you're ever going to see, particularly for a finals. And, props to Tyrese Haliburton. Super clutched it up with the game winning shot with point 0.3 seconds left. Did not have a great game, though, up until that point. Only 14 points, whatever efficiency, just about 50% from the field. 10 rebounds, great, but only 6 assists to 3 turnovers. You know, 6 assists is great for a lot of players, but not Halliburton. 3 turnovers, fine for a lot of players, but not Halliburton. So, that shot saves him from being talked about as coming out with a disappointing game one. Really weird stats all around for the Pacers. Every starter but Siakam somehow had a +8 or better plus minus. I don't really care about plus minuses in small sample size particularly, but really weird that all the starters have positives like that. Then Siakam's -10. Siakam had a good game. He was pretty efficient, gave you 19 points, 10 rebounds. So, it's really weird. 4 offensive rebounds as well. So that was really nice. Lots of good performances from the Pacers, particularly Obi Toppin. I would say he was the best player for the Pacers, which is hilarious because he had like 3 turnovers in the first couple of minutes, at least two. So the fact that he came on so strong, went 5 of 8 from three, that's great. Thomas Bryant had some really good minutes. Despite being a -9, I thought he played really solidly. TJ McConnell really got the energy going for the team, kept playing at a great pace the entire time, so he established that, was efficient as well. So, lots of good stuff for the Pacers despite having 24 turnovers. That is absolutely ridiculous for, any situation, but especially for a team like them that doesn't turn the ball over. No business for them to win this game. When the Thunder had 6 turnovers, they had 4 times the amount of turnovers that the Thunder had, 18 more. That is ridiculous. Of course, too, SGA had a remarkable game. Good efficiency, 38 points. 38 points kind of doesn't really matter too much what the efficiency looks like, but the efficiency was good nonetheless. He had a remarkable game. He was not missing. The only defense for the Thunder here is that it was a pretty bad game from Jalen Williams. Chet Holmgren also struggled, but Williams more so. I feel he was, just really missing tons of shots. He did play make really well, 6 assists to 0 turnovers, so that's great. Always giving you good defense, both Williams and Holmgren, but 6 of 19 from the field, really rough. Holmgren, 2 of 9 from the field as well. That's also really rough. So there is some defense. The Pacers also incredibly hot from three, 46% from three. But that turnover discrepancy, I don't care about basically any other stat. If you have 4 times the amount of turnovers the other team has, you should not be winning the game. So this is ridiculous that the Pacers win game one. Winning in OKC is very hard, no matter the situation, especially when the game favors them basically the entire way through. The Pacers' largest lead was one. They didn't get that until zero point 0.3 seconds left in the game. So, really remarkable all the way around for them. This really livens up the series. Yes, the Thunder were taking it to the Pacers pretty well for a good chunk of the game, being up as much as 15. But the Pacers are not going to have 24 turnovers and only force 6 turnovers. I don't think the rest of the series. I think that's pretty safe to say. And even still, they steal the game when they're playing pretty much at their absolute worst. So this is going to be interesting to see how things go. I, thought this was going to be a competitive series. I thought it was going to be a lot more competitive than people were making it out to be. The betting odds were the same for the Thunder being the favorites as it was for the Lakers beating the Pistons in 2004, which is kind of a bad omen, maybe for the Thunder, because that didn't work out so well for the Lakers when they were favored like that. But either way, this is a great win for the Pacers and really rough for the Thunder. I'm not saying the series is over or anything like that. It's going to be really interesting to see how things follow. Maybe the Thunder come back strong Sunday and beat the brakes off the Pacers. It's going to be hard to say. But even if they do, you feel really good as the Pacers because, you've been a road warrior team this season. But if you can have home court advantage, I think you're going to take it. So to steal that from the Thunder as early as they do, game one, again, playing so poorly for much of the game, that's really wild. The Thunder were crushing them on the boards initially, but then the Pacers finished out super strong and actually end up having way more rebounds. They had 17 more rebounds than the Thunder. Early on, Dort had 2 offensive rebounds. Seemed like, they were just getting everything to go their way. But the Pacers kept things close enough and they came out and finished the game off as they've become so notorious for. So props to them. And I really look forward to seeing the rest of this series. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more basketball and football content.